Okay, so today we are going that way. Yesterday we went that way, but it's negative 18. Never mind. There was a deer over there and I wanted to get a picture or like a little video of him, but he decided to skedaddle. So let's make it on our way and let's see what we're gonna find. There's some people over here, so I can't B-roll to start. We are going to talk about Dogs Day, and specifically my dog experience of like having a dog, I guess, and like that kind of thing. But first, I want to talk about a couple other things. First thing I want to talk about is the fact that I don't know where I'm going today. I've just always wanted to see what's over here and never did it because kind of a creature of habit, but now that I got some company, yes, you guys count, like, let's check it out. And then the other thing was, first of all, sorry about being so scatterbrained yesterday. Sleep was a bit of an issue, but it is what it is. And third thing, well, we got a couple other things to talk about first, but like another thing is that since when I checked the weather, it was negative 18. I put on long johns. And I know, kind of a pansy move, but like, I don't know how long I'm going to be out here, so, well, obviously, we gotta check that out, but I don't know how long I'm going to be out here, so, like, I didn't want my butt to be cold, but now it's only negative 14, I just checked, so... yeah, but we obviously gotta see what's down there. Okay, well, we got options here. I think that we go down this way. Normally down is not the answer when you're looking for a view, but this way will lead like back towards where we're going. So I think we head down. Who knows? Maybe there's like a little puddle or something that's frozen over. We can go like slide across it on our bellies like little penguins. Oh, look at that. That'd be cool. There. Anyways, the other thing that I want to say is to finish off something in yesterday's story was that when I went to the hospital, there was like 4 other people in the ER, and God, freezing, I'm sorry, but all 4 of them and then me, bike injuries. And then one guy came in on a stretcher, and he was riding a dirt bike, and and the dirt bike fell over on him and got his, I think it was his tibia and fibia, the little leg bones down there. I don't know. But I only know that because like I heard his name and I was like, oh, it was my friend's brother. I'm sorry, I'm stopping. I'm talking too much. So let's head down here and then I'll come back. As you can see, there's like that road up in front of us. And I kind of want to go up there because up is good. Up is good. God, this is so pretty. Wow. Anyways, so I think it'd be cool to time lapse our way up there with that, the very top of the hill in focus. Well, not in focus, in frame. I don't know. I'm not a photographer. We'll get to that later. But that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna jump to this. We came from right over there. I'm getting better at that. Okay, so that's at 6 minutes. So you have to deal with storage soon because, like, the last thing I want to do is run out of storage halfway through one of these. God. Whoa. Okay, I'll frame this up because this needs a little bit of framing. But a couple of videos ago, I talked about quitting vaping, and I want to tell you guys that, like, I still want it sometimes. Like, anyways, I'm gonna frame this up. Okay, so I don't think that one really worked out well. The cloudy skies, dude. So, before we get into the meat here, I know. There's just a couple more things I want to say. One is that I saw the snow in editing, like, perched on the top of my head for, like, almost the whole video, but I didn't know when I was filming, so it just is what it is. But over here, over there was, like, something close and a little ravine. We kind of just came up this way, but it'll be a different angle, so let's check it out. Two things here. One, I wish I would have gone over here earlier because this is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, three things. Second thing is I wish that I could film birds, but I don't have Zoom. Zoom just horrible. I almost swore. But horrible. And then three is I want to try the staying focused on the top of the trail again with the time lapse, and hopefully this one won't turn out to be I don't know, like a trail horror show, you know, like shaky cam trail horror show. There you go. And let's just try this again, okay? Let's try it again. Okay, that was a fail, but that, in my defense, that little road thing down was made out of banana peels. Like, I'm gonna frame this up so you can see, but I think this is a beaver dam, which means this is water, and that's also one of the reasons why I stopped. So there's a little road around back over here, so we'll take that way, and then we'll see what happens. But I think this is I think you check it out. Okay, so I couldn't get it all in one frame because I didn't want to go down there. But if you look in here, you see all these sticks, like being like stick-like and such. And then it seems to be blocking, and then there's like this top over here. And then this seems to be like a little pond, and this looks like pond grass to me. So let's just follow it around, and then we'll get up that hill over there. Yeah. I don't know if I was recording that, but so I wanted to go over there, like as I said or pointed to, but I don't know. I don't think it's happening here. So we're gonna go and we're gonna hug this. There, we're gonna hug this ridgeline around and see if we can get up there. Also, I want to tell you guys that no one knows where I am right now, so. Get a little risky. Two more things. Okay, so one thing I want to say is that, which I might have already said, but I'm not a photographer. I don't claim to be. I'm not a videographer. I think that's the word. I'm not a videographer. We're going with it. But on the other side of it, if you give me your camera to take a picture, you're getting 100 back. And that's just the way it is. Like, I do my best. I'm like getting the wide angles or like, what's it called? Landscapes and the portraits. And like, I'm putting you this corner, that corner, the middle, up top. I'm getting weird with it. So like, I do like taking pictures, but like before this, like I'm never leaving to go take pictures. And I'm sure I don't actually get to see them. I just go click, 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 right? But yeah. But I will say though, if you want to get a good smiley pictures of some strangers, yeah, like here's a tip. You guys can use this one. I'm not giving away all my secrets, but you you bring the camera up, right? And you look at it, and then you slowly lower it, and you just give them this face, like kind of look like disappointed in them. And then he's like, guys, it's not the 1800s. You can smile, and that'll get a crack. Usually, no, almost always. So you guys can use that if strangers want you to like take a picture of them. But since I just said that, if it ever does like blow up or this clips or something, like it's dead. But I got a lot more. So yeah, we're just gonna follow this ridge line around, and we'll get to the other side. God, okay. I gotta tell you guys though, it is dangerous for me to be out here. Not like because I might get lost, although I might. But like, I didn't even bring my snowy shoes. Like it's not deep out or anything, but like crampons or something, like, you know. But let's get a little lost. God, I keep on kneeling in the snow. And long as you stay in the cold, it's not bad. But, dude, well, okay. When everything's covered in like here, I'll show you. Like this frosty, freezy bits here, like this stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Are you looking? Like, geez, Louise. Like, oh, birds fighting. Hold on. Oh, I missed it. Okay. See, that would be a pretty, like, background picture, this tree. Okay. Sorry, guys. Getting to that field there that we just came upon, makes me realize that, like, I'm on someone's property, and I don't know if that's cool. There's no footy prints over here, so we're just gonna head back. Last thing I want to say before we get to dogs is, I know this is taking so long, and this is gonna end up being a long video again, and I'm sorry, but my bad. Whew. How cool. Is that, like, I'm really happy that that it's not like the cold's not getting my phone. Like, it's not killing my battery super fast. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy about that. The one thing I am a little worried about, though, is that when we get back to Squamish, like, it rains there, like, a lot. And it's honestly, like, at this time of year, it's Gloom City. Yeah. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking maybe get, like, a little umbrella, and I put it on, like, the phone, and then, like, hopefully, right, like, imagine, like, a little, like, cocktail umbrella, but, like, for your phone, keep it dry, and yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, geez, this clip was too long. So I'm also kind of realizing that like the F and S thing isn't really gonna work because I'm gonna put F beside every video. So I think we'll have to scrap that, but just don't watch my videos. Just don't watch. You don't want to see it anyways. So let's get into the dog thing. Okay, so I've had dogs like as long as I can remember. So when I was growing up, we had 2 dogs, and one's name was Simon. It was like a little Yorkie, and super cute. And he was a couple years older than the other dog. His name was Simon. And then the other dog's name was Teddy. And she was a lab chow with a bit of food aggression. By a little bit, I mean a lot. And Simon got bit by Teddy. And that's why I meant Teddy. Like, they were good friends, but like, you know, the size difference, then one bit the other one, and we had to get put down. It was really sad. And then Teddy was honestly my first memory. So, you know, we had like a laundry room, and in the I went this way. God damn it. Yeah. So we went to the laundry room, she was in the laundry room. This is my first memory. I was like 3 years old. And I remember my parents like put me in front of it, but this is all I can remember, right? And there's just like a puddle of pee on the floor, and I remember just being confused because like I was 3, so obviously not the smartest, not much change. But anyways, and they opened the door, and I'm just looking at this puddle of pee, and I'm like, huh. Not really thinking what would pee out of the door. And then this little ball of fur comes jumping out of the the laundry room. And bifold door, that's why I say closet. Yeah, this way. And yeah. And it comes barreling out, and that's my first memory. Like the first thing I can remember. And then so I was really attached to Teddy. Teddy and I would go for walks and stuff. And like, yeah, we'd go in the woods and walks. And like, she was a fairly big dog. She had a real habit of chasing bears. Thank God she never caught them, but she really liked to chase bears. A lot of bears in Squamish. So then, you know, let's cut B-roll, come back to the next dog. So the next dog, her name was Foxy. Foxy was my grandma's dog originally, and we were quite young when I got her like when I was 17. Oh, this is pretty. Okay. Yeah, I got a little weird with it. But anyways. So Foxy was originally my grandma's dog, and she got my grandma got her when the dog was 4, and she had him for like, I don't know, like 10 years or so. But the dog was originally from a puppy mill, so she had anxiety. And screaming out there. And originally, like, my grandma had her, but then my grandma got cancer. And yeah, so then we got her when she was, there's a lot of screaming over there. It's very concerning. Well, they're play screaming, but still. Anyways, so we got, when my grandma died of cancer, my mom got her, and she ended up living to 16, but she got like black skin disease. So like, she's just like a little fur ball on the head. And then like, her back was all like gross. And yeah. But she's good. Eventually, like, you know, they get old. And like, you know, you got like, she ended up getting like a tooth infection. And then like, let's just say out of sadness, but she ended up, you know, she went the way of doggy dogs. And then let's cut to B-roll. Okay, we're gonna go up this way, and we're just gonna make it hard to end with a picture, but we'll do our best. So that brings me to Tundra. Tundra. So when I was like 18 or 19, I think it was 18, I started walking dogs at the pound. And I would walk dogs at the pound, you know, just go like every couple of days, and because we didn't have a dog, so I'd just walk them. Well, we had Mittens, sorry, not Mittens. Mittens is my mom's new dog, but we had Foxy, but that was my mom's dog. So one day I was walking Tundra, my current dog, and at the pound, and I kneeled down to tie one of my shoes, and she curled up, and like she took the moment to like curl up inside, like in my, like in between my legs, and like she like looked up at me with her little puppy dog eyes. She was like 1 year and 2 months old, but like cute as a button. And so let's go this way. So I had to get her. I think that's their plan. I think that's why they let you walk them. A good plan. But anyways, so this is pretty. I'm not going to switch it, but this is pretty. So, okay, I'm not going to lie. We'll get back to the story, but there's some kids over, the screen was some kids sledding over here, and like the one walking up the hill, like immediately my head jumped to Sam Squanch. Ugh. So I got Tundra, and Tundra has been my buddy for like the last 14 years. She's now 15. And she's not getting older, but like she's come through a lot. Like she was super friendly when I got her. And it was nice because she came knowing how to sit. Like I ended up teaching her a lot of tricks. But get the treat. Anyways, but when I brought her home, it was weird. Like since I got home, she had like a little bit of aggression. Like she didn't like being cuddled or hugged. Whoa, there's a shrew. There's no way I'm gonna catch it in the snow. Well, it's still got a little rodent thing. Not even gonna try. But we got that out of her, and she was super timid for a bit. But I would take her to like this place where everyone would take their dogs, and I would get them to like give my dog treats, and that really helped. And like, you know, she's been with me ever since. Like I moved to Kelowna for a bit. She came there, obviously, lived in a trailer. And then when I like lived on my sailboat, I had a sailboat. We'll get to that story. That's a sad story, but get a sailboat. And Yeah, and it was cool. One time I was fixing it though, I will tell you this, and my dog, like, it was a 35-foot boat, and it had like a 7-foot keel. So it was like 12 feet in the water, and then, you know, you got a bit of deck above that, or like, whatever, blanket on it. Anyways, and she jumped off. It was like 15 feet. She jumped off onto pavement. I'm like, no, you idiot. Yeah. And when I was like, because I was living on the hard there with her, and I'd have to like carry her up the ladder. And one time, like, I fell off the ladder carrying her, and I had to, like, obviously I tried to save the dog, and I was only like, I don't know, maybe like 6 feet up. But I fell on the pavement, and the dog fell on me. She still trusted me that, but yeah, because I'd gone hiking with her. Oh my gosh, 4 minutes. I'm sorry, guys, but since I'd gone hiking with her so many times, like up ladders and stuff, like it was pretty good. Like I could just like, I'd be like up, and she'd like put her paws on me, and then I'd just scoop her up, and she'd just hang up, and I'd carry up ladders. Yeah. So that's the story of the dogs. Like, I know it's not really that much of a story of dogs, but I just want to tell you about them. Sorry about Scatterbrain's story yesterday. My bad. And today, I know it wasn't that eventful, but like, you can just stop watching these videos. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm doing my best, but maybe like come back in like 100 videos or something. I don't know. Or don't. It's up to you. Okay, well, that's all I have to say. Goodbye.